Peace, what it do? Brother O got in the Black Hip Hop News. Just wanted to inform the people this is fresh across the wire that Taxstone Bell is set at $500,000. Taxstone Bell is set at $500,000. In relation, we also know that Taxstone's DNA was supposedly or allegedly found, on the trigger, on the handle, and on the clip of that particular weapon. So this is an update from various media outlets. This is an update. I'm going to share the screen with you. Actually see the confirmation here in a minute. The chat room's not open because, I can't control the trolls. But Taxstone's Bell is set at $500,000. And let me confirm it real quick. Peace to all the family. What up, what up, what up? Your boy in the building. So, Taxstone held on $500,000 bail after arraignment in Irving Plaza shooting. Prosecutors reportedly used transcripts of the tax season podcast in court on Tuesday. Wow. You gotta be careful what y'all say on social media and on Vlad's show. Spilling all the goddamn beans. I keep telling y'all that. This guy's interrogating people. Y'all spilling all the gut. Y'all want to be on the white man's channel. Subscribers, you telling them everything. So, popular podcast host Taxstone was arraigned in Manhattan federal court on Tuesday afternoon after being arrested on Monday. I should have went down there for his alleged involvement in last May's backstage shooting at Irving Plaza. That left one dead, and a number of people injured, including rapper DNA Info. Taxstone, whose real name is Darryl Campbell, which is no secret at this point, is being held on $500,000 bail for charges including possession of a firearm by a felon, firearm by interstate commerce. The report goes on to state that prosecutors used statement that Campbell made on his podcast, including times he repeatedly mocked Troy Ave. Representatives of the NYPD and Taxstone did not immediately respond for your one source here. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful what you say online on these podcasts. Because the feds is watching, the boys is watching. Just to update, Taxstone Bell is set at $500K. He is an employee of Loudspeakers Network, which is the same network that, if I'm not mistaken, Charlemagne the God and Andrew Schultz is the same network that they work under. So I don't know what his salary is, but maybe somebody could put up a house, a couple co-signers, and the brother can get out. Because it's always good to fight outside than it is as opposed to fighting from the inside. Everybody knows that. So again, to me it's very unfortunate. Now we know that Taxstone, this is what people are kind of saying, because I just kind of got wind of him really when he interviewed Beanie Siegel. That was like 3 months ago. It was the first time I ever heard of Taxstone. We all seen it, the big Meek Mill, Beanie Siegel incident. So we got an opportunity to kind of see, this podcast, tax season, in the spotlight. And, then right immediately after that, about a month or so later, he interviewed Meek Mill. So, we kind of blew up. He interviewed Gilly the Kid recently. And I think the most recent person, I forgot who it was that he interviewed. But when you're living that lifestyle, I guess you can say, I don't, we've seen the tape. The police's rendition is one way. Kenneth Montgomery, I heard a lot of people saying a lot of bad things about him. You know what I mean? I don't know about his practice too much to really comment, on the brother's legal skills. But you know, finding his prints is just one part of the story. I'm not gonna get into legalities too much because I have very limited, insight, only what I read in the information that was on in the news and the different things that we read from the New York Post and other different publications. But it's going to be, obviously they're going to plead not guilty. His lawyer says he's going to plead not guilty. You know what I mean? Hopefully they will try to make bail if he can afford that. I haven't been informed whether or not it's 10% yet. We'll bring that update back to the family. If it is 10%, if it's more than 10%, obviously we don't know. Which would be a lot of money. Either way you look at it, you know what I mean? I would say he's fortunate for it to be 500,000 and not $1 million. You know what I mean? Somebody was injured here, and we have to see. I doubt if Troy Ave gives a testimony. So we're gonna have to see how this develops. So a recap. Everybody knows about the Irving Plaza shooting at T.I.'s concert sometime last year. You know what I mean? There was an altercation between these two brothers. Taxstone was known to troll him, to so-called bully him. They met up at a nightclub. Shit popped off. Y'all seen the tape. We ain't got to go over it. You know what I mean? A few months later, after the ballistics, everything came in. The DNA came in. Now what the prosecution is now saying is that they have his DNA, which will, i.e., fingerprints, on the murder weapon, I guess, the weapon that was fired. And so what they're gonna do now, is they brought him in. His lawyer released a statement, which I released last night, saying they're gonna plead not guilty. You know what I mean? So he's saying that he's innocent. You know what I mean? And we just heard that he got a $500,000 bail in New York City. So that's the latest update in the story. Let me check one more thing before we end this, because you want to make sure everything is accurate here. So, this is the most up-to-date story. Let me refresh my page right quick that we can actually see. Yeah, and this just dropped like 10 minutes ago. So we on it over here in the Black Hip Hop News. You know what I mean? Again, I probably would have went out there. I'm not too far from New York City, but it is what it is. So once again, the report goes on to state that prosecutors used statements that Campbell made on his podcast, including times he repeatedly mocked Troy Ave. So what they trying to do, what they're basically trying to say when they say that, is that they're looking for motive. And that's why you got to be very careful, man. If anything's said about anybody and that person's hurt, and if you're in the same vicinity, they're going to try to pin something on you. So let this be a lesson to podcasters. And we stop trolling people, stop threatening brothers. Talk shit, of course, but if something happens, they're going to try to bring you in. They're going to go back and listen to everything is recorded. You know what I mean? So that is what it is. This is your brother, Oh God. I got a few entries. Shout out to Lost Stacks. Probably one of the best entries that I've heard thus far. That brother's going to go. That brother's going to get a deal. I sent him an email last night. He's going to get a deal. Lost Stacks out of New Orleans, I think it is. He's going to get a deal real soon. Y'all see. So I'm working on his music. A few other people that I'm working on. You know what I mean? Helping them. Hopefully they go viral. It'll be beneficial to everybody if they song can go viral. But Taxstone's bail, if you're just joining in, I see people jumping in and out, has been set at $500,000. Once again, Taxstone's bail has been set at $500,000. Let me go over this one more time for y'all, just in case I see people coming in and out. And that's how it works with this whole YouTube thing. People come in and out, so once again, Y'all can see the screen. Taxstone held on $500,000 bail after arraignment in Irving Plaza shooting. According to DNA info, Taxstone's real name, Darryl Campbell. He's being charged right now with possession of a firearm by a felon and receiving a firearm by interstate commerce, which I guess will mean buying an illegal gun. You know what I mean? Into as it says, you're listening to his podcast for different motive. At the end of the day, so hopefully we will hear from his lawyer. His lawyer did release a statement, plead not guilty. I'm probably redundant. I just want to make sure I cover it for everybody. So that's that, man. It's your brother, old guy in the black hip hop news, voice of the people, fastest growing hip hop site on the internet. So I know I hate that so much, but I appreciate all the supporters and the followers all day long. Hate comes along with the job. You know what I mean? It's all good because I'm gonna keep on pushing. Make sure you go in the description box and subscribe to our new channel in the Black Hip Hop News too. Let's get thousands of people to do that for me. If you get this, all you gotta do is hit the button. I don't know why more of y'all's not doing it. Hit the button, show us love. You know what I mean? Direct email to get in contact with me if you want to advertise, if you want to place music on the site. It's in the Black Radio at AOL.com, in the Black Radio at AOL.com. That email comes directly to me. I get a notification. So most likely I will read it, or listen, to your music. I'm doing my best to try to help underground people get their music in front of a large audience, help them go viral, hopefully help them, get some sort of a deal. And it's a few people that I've listened to that I predicted is going to get a deal. You know what I mean? So with that being said, family, I appreciate y'all. We're going to keep trying to give y'all the best, most accurate exclusives as we can. And I'm just getting the message that dinner is served. So peace. I'll see y'all later, man. It's your brother, Oh God. And to all the haters out there, quit hating. You know what I mean? Stop hating on me. But you can continue because when you click on here, you're supporting. So why are you clicking? I'm out, man. Peace, yo.